Hola, buenos dias, wagwan. Welcome to another episode of A Minute with Miles, where we focus on positivity, progress, and power. So today we're going to be talking about work ethic, right? The hard work, you know what I'm saying? The work that you put in when it seemed like ain't nobody paying attention, when it seemed like nobody cares, when it seemed like ain't nobody applauding for you, nobody's rooting for you, nobody gives a fuck about what you got going on, right? The work, the actual work, right? And this is the thing, right? I make a lot of videos and I have people comment and say things like, man, you make it sound so easy, blah, blah, whatever. It's not easy. I never once said that it was easy, that it would be easy, that anything that you want in life that's worth achieving is going to come easily for you, right? The only way, the only secret to success, the only key to success is unmitigated hard work. It's going to take times when you are exhausted to keep going. It's going to be times when you are starving to keep going. It's going to be times when nothing is working out and you keep going. That's the only thing that's going to make you successful. Anything else, anybody tell you anything else as far as, oh, this is the cheat code, this is the this is the that, that's cap, that's bullshit, and you need to stop watching that video right then and there or walk away from that person, right? They're lying to you, right? I didn't get any of the success that I've gotten so far in my life without hard work. Now, here's the kicker though. Hard work can come in a couple of different forms, right? The most utilized form of hard work is usually sweat equity, right? That means a lot of movement, a lot of just doing stuff every single day, right? And that is important. Like, regardless, you're going to need that. But the other part is mental work. If you do mental work and work how people say smarter, not harder, that is kind of a cheat code, but it's not actually a cheat code because you still have to put in work. Excuse me. It's not going to be easy for you to become successful because if it was, everybody would do it. Why do you think a Bentley costs $225,000 and you can get a Honda for 5 or 10? Right? It's because the people that are buying the Bentley are doing something that the people that can only afford the Honda, the Toyota, they're just not doing it. Right? So you have to set yourself apart. If you want an extraordinary life, you have to do extraordinary things. There's no way around that. You're not going to get a cheat code to be like, okay, all I have to do is this and then I'll be a millionaire in the morning. It doesn't work like that. You have to be putting in work relentlessly all the time. Right? So yeah, you can use brute force. Right? Like if you're building something that requires you to utilize your hands or whatever, right? You can use brute force and just work hard as hell at that thing. And yes, something will transpire from that. But really, the real thing is you got to have a combination of both, right? Because like I said, becoming successful isn't just you getting money or getting the things that you want. It's you becoming the person that deserves those things. That's plain and simple English, right? That's all it is. You have to be the person that deserves the things that you want, because if you get it easy, you're going to lose it easy. So that's why I always tell people, man, start with your mind, start with your mindset, start with how you view the world, and immediately afterwards, start with your body. Right? Get your body in a state to where it's healthy, right? Because if you relentlessly go to the gym, even when you're tired, even when you haven't eaten, even when you already had a whole bunch of shit that you had to do that day, that is creating the mental fortitude for you to be the type of person to keep going. Right? For you to be the type of person that even in business, if something comes up and is not favorable for you or for your circumstances, that you keep going. You have to do hard things that are challenging and difficult because it gives you the spirit to keep going, to keep moving forward, to keep pushing, to keep, plowing away at that thing that you want, that goal, that dream, that aspiration that you want so bad, right? But you have to work hard. You have to work hard. Yes, you can sit and think. You can sit and think. This is the mind part of it. Yeah, you could sit and think, but even with that, you have to put action behind it. Now, I'm not saying you have to get out and go, lift transmissions and motors out of cars with your bare hands and that's hard work and blah, 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 whatever. No, what I'm saying is you have to be doing something every day, all the time, no matter what, no matter how you feel, no matter if it's raining, no matter if it's sunny, no matter if you got a coat, no matter if you don't got a jacket, no matter if you've eaten that day, no matter if you haven't. That's what being successful is. Consistency, right? So a lot of people say like, all right, just change your habits and then whatever, right? Yeah, you do need to change your habits, but how long are you going to maintain the new habits? Right? The only thing that you need to replace the bullshit that you do with is hard work. And that means every day, day in and day out, no matter how you feel, to keep pushing and keep going for what it is you're trying to do. Success is a mountain, right? A boulder, a giant rock, right? And it's impossible to move a giant rock in one fell swoop. You're not going to just push a boulder out of the way unless you're Jesus Christ himself, right? Or unless you got help, right? But the thing that you can do is you can chip away at it. Every single day, chip away at it. Little bit of this, little bit of that. Go to the gym when you don't feel like it. Do a little bit on your business every single day. Do a little bit on advertising, marketing. Do a little bit on something. If you're making videos, you're trying to be on the media side of things. Do something every single day that you don't necessarily want to do, that is difficult, that is hard. And it will train your brain. It will train your neurotransmitters in your brain to run towards difficult situations and run towards the problems instead of trying to run away from it. Man, I would rather be asleep right now. I would rather be asleep right now than to make this video, but I want to do YouTube right now. So, hey, this is what I'm doing, right? So don't let nobody try to fill your head up with no bullshit saying that all you got to do is this one little magic trick and then everything's going to whatever. The only people that are successful are people that don't ever give up. And that means just doing a little bit every single day. So do the hard work, man. That's the only way you're going to get successful. Be on the lookout for the Improvement Institution, man. We coming real soon. It's a Minute with Miles. We focus on positivity, progress, and power.